Hi everyone, welcome to another Terry Talk. You ever have one of those moments where your emotional intelligence just goes away and you become a version of yourself that you really aren't that proud of? This happens to me on occasion. I'm sure it happens to you. Recently, had a couple of instances where leaders have kind of lost it, and as a result of that, made some bad decisions. And in particular, in the heat of the moment, made a commentary telling people if they didn't like it here, they can go find a job somewhere else. In other words, really terminated somebody. And sometimes that can feel really justified in the moment. But spontaneous decisions, especially around employment, carry really long-term consequences. And it's that lack of due process that puts you and your organization at risk. Without documentation, for example, there's a higher risk that you're going to face a wrongful dismissal claim. You're going to get into a costly legal battle. You're going to get into costly legal settlements. But probably the biggest thing of all is your reputational damage. You're going to have fallout both outside the organization, but also inside the organization. And inside's one that I worry about a lot. Employees start to lose trust in leadership. Your morale inside your organization starts to decline. Engagement falls off. Quiet quitting, dare I say, bring up that term again. Yes, that starts to take place, and turnover likely will increase as well. And then fear spreads throughout the organization. Productivity, as I said, engagement, and rebuilding trust is really, really slow and expensive to get back. So even when that impulse, we've all had that moment where you just feel that anger bubbling up and you're kind of at your breaking point, pause before acting. I remember learning years ago, working in a minor hockey association, the 24-hour rule. It's a brilliant rule. Take 24 hours, collect your thoughts, breathe, consult your HR folks, for HR folks yourself, then take a moment to reflect on the policies using your good coaching, maybe some structured exit strategies, building out that process. Remember, responsible leadership is so critical here. Reactivity, that erodes trust. Responsibility, on the other hand, builds a great culture. So before you get to that moment and make those in the moment, heated in the moment decisions to terminate somebody, take a pause. Your workplace depends on it. Because leadership isn't about reaction, it's about responsibility.